What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kate. I am your host today and every day. We are going to be reviewing this video called Why Does Everything Feel Like a Scam or a Grift? And spoiler alert, because it is. So let's let the man cook.
Buddy, hope you're having an amazing week. I had a little bit of a delay getting to recording my next video, but this one worked out perfectly as it's on a Friday and it seems to be the best day to upload for most of you to be able to watch the content. If you're new to the channel, I want to extend a welcome to you, and for those of you returning, welcome back to you as well. I love hearing all your feedback and reading all your comments and seeing how you feel about everything. And today I'm going to introduce another observation similar to what I did last Friday about 4th of July and where we feel our country is going, for those of us here in the U.S. with me. But also, this one really is more of why does everything feel, and see if you can resonate with this. Why does everything feel today like it is a scam? Now, I realize that we've kind of switched into a gig economy and a gig culture where everything feels like a grift or a scam nowadays. Every job posting that you try to respond to. Now, I've not been actually personally looking for work. I run my own business, but I've been hearing this from so many people. Every job posting they're responding to, there's some sort of a grift or some sort of thing behind it where it turns out that it's a scam. It's not an actual steady, stable job. Most of them don't even respond. They're fake job postings, and it seems like that is everywhere. And that is just one of the beginning, that's just the beginning tip of what I have to talk about today. I mean, there's so many things that now feel like that, from the subscription services that they seem to push on us for literally everything that we use in life. Everything.
It drives me crazy. I cannot stand the subscription service model. And I cannot stand and I deeply resent the fact that it is forced upon me everywhere I go. For my health insurance, for my car insurance, for my all my bills, for my to watch YouTube, for literally everything. It is so nauseating. Why can't you just let me pay you one time? Why do you have to make it like this? Why is it like this? It is nauseating and it is bankrupting everyone. Everyone. It's insane.
Has some sort of a subscription service attached to it. Super, super easy to sign up for. Almost impossible. You got to jump through a million hoops just to get whatever that service is completely canceled. And if you can't get it canceled, it's going to take you forever. You're going to have to basically make phone calls. You're going to have to do a bunch of emails, pretty much everything that you could think of just to try and get the subscription service canceled so that you can get your money back. And moving on from that, even thinking about all like the cheap sites that are selling everything, like it used to be that back in the day, there was a little bit, I know it sounds almost like, Steve, you're starting to sound like a boomer from way back when. Sorry about that. There's a train nearby. But, back in the day, businesses offered value for the money, but that is something that has significantly changed as well.
I was just talking to my friend about this the other day, about how even like our parents or our grandparents, like when they purchased a refrigerator, that bitch lasted for 50 years. And nowadays, it'll break after the first 6 months. You have to have somebody out to fix it or look at it. It makes me sick. Even furniture. I watched a video the other day about furniture. I don't know if I could find it somewhere, maybe like put it into this video somehow. But it was basically a video of old furniture, like vintage furniture that somebody's grandma gave to them, and the new furniture now. And all of the new furniture, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but it's built for somebody that weighs 50 pounds. It's little and skinny and very rickety. And if you make one wrong move on that thing, it's going down. It's breaking. And you're going to go have to spend another $500 on a new one. It's very exhausting.
Like you go and you buy, a sandwich from any place and you order it and it costs way, way more than it ever used to, which we all already know about. We know how everything is shifted, but it just doesn't nearly taste as good usually anymore. And
I'm gluten-free. It's awful. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me, but I have to because I will get very, very sick if I eat it. And if you're gluten-free, I just want to say that I'm really sorry for you as well. They literally charge us like 50% more on food items because they think that we're prisses and we are just being like rich people being like, oh my gosh, I can't eat gluten. No, I genuinely have an allergy. And I can't afford to spend $5 for a piece of gluten-free bread that tastes like shit because you won't put it on your grill or anything and let it be like heated up even a little bit. It's it's just not even worth it. I cannot even tell you the last time I went out and I bought a sandwich.
And then the amount of tip and all the additional fees and everything that they throw on top, you end up feeling like I should just stay home and make my own stuff. It's a complete waste of time because it's not even good. I mean, you end up regretting having spent all that money, and it is an exorbitant amount of money compared to what it used to be.
My friend and I were just saying the other day too, like it it feels like every single time we spend any amount of money at all on anything, be it like a piece of makeup from the store or, like a piece of candy from the store or a sandwich or something to eat from like Chick-fil-A. Everywhere it is just so disappointing. It's cheap. You can tell it's just full of industrial crap. It's not good for you. It doesn't make you feel good when you eat it. It doesn't make you feel good when you buy it because you know it's going to break in 3 seconds and you know that it's poisoning you in some way. It's just, it feels that there is nowhere to go anymore except like to the forest away from everyone. And they're trying to get rid of that. They're trying to take that away from us.
Now, for those of us that have much reduced overhead and much reduced debt, yes, it makes life a little bit easier for us to be able to do that sort of thing. But if you're not going to actually get good quality and good value out of it, then what is the point? And I feel like a lot of us are kind of getting to that point where we're really, really questioning that.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not going to get good value and we're not going to get good quality, then what really is the point?
There's no point.
So other things that people have been pointing out to me, and I started to notice this myself, but this is something that's definitely a major thing: clothing. And I've seen a number of people doing videos.
Don't even get me started on clothing. Women's clothing is a hellscape, okay? Every single time I try to go to the store, I cry because it's all of the clothes are uncomfortable. This stupid red shirt is uncomfortable. It's itchy and uncomfortable. I don't want to wear it. But I'm forced to because I cannot afford to spend $80 on a shirt.
Those exposés, other things about this, where the clothing literally is, you're getting charged top dollar for it, and it's falling apart in a couple of washes. Like, it's already starting to fray, the fabric is just breaking down completely, and everything is being set up for a form of planned obsolescence. Now, normally you would hear somebody say that when you're talking about technology or a phone, or the fact that we have to spend $1,500 every couple of years to get an updated phone just to be able to get it to run and function on the network. So, but think about that with almost every product that we have now. They're intentionally, deliberately making it so that it's cheaper and more likely to come apart, break down, and not function as well, even our clothing. And I hadn't even really thought of it that way, but eventually, I began to realize that these people really did have a point, that if you buy clothing that isn't absolutely super expensive, in many, many cases, it's just completely coming apart in almost no time.
And it's like ripping and it gets like stained really easily. I don't even know where to buy nice clothes. If anybody could link a place for me, that would be fantastic. You could really help a sister out there. But genuinely, I don't even know where to buy any good clothes anymore at all. Because it's literally, you wash it one time and it gets those like little thingies, like the little frayed pieces stuck to it. And it just like looks older. It looks like you've worn it for 6 months already after one wash. And for a while, like I thought, oh, it's my washing machine. Like it's gotta be, we have well water. It's got a lot of iron in it. Like I'm sure that's affecting the way that it washes things, but no, it's literally the material of things now is, I don't know what they make it out of, but it is shitty. And I want them to stop and start using something more sustainable and healthier for us, like 100% cotton or linen, and not make it cost an arm and a leg for.
And it isn't just an imagined thing that it didn't used to be that way. It definitely didn't used to be that way. I'm curious as to what your observations are on that. Have any of you come across the fact that it just seems like your clothes wear out quicker, the shoes wear out quicker, everything seems to have additional prices and costs attached to it, and it is the job market, despite the fact that we're already having millions of people laid off, it seems like being able to get a job is virtually impossible because everything is a gig. Nothing is actually what it seems to be, and then you'll respond to hundreds and hundreds of these just to find out most of them are fake. And then by the time you actually get a hold of something real, you've got, hundreds of people trying to go after that one real one because all this other stuff, all this fake stuff has completely inundated the job sites.
Seriously, don't go on Indeed. That's my dog. I'm sorry. She's having a lot of fun rolling around. I don't know if you can see her. That's Peggy. But anyway, Indeed has a lot of scam jobs, and some of them are seriously human trafficking. Like, I've seen several videos at this point about it. Just be careful out there, folks. Be very careful. Trust your intuition. Pray every day. Trust in God. Have a good little circle with your friends and family. It'll be okay. But we're just in for, we have to, obviously make some major, major changes, or the world is going to a really bad place.
And that's not from my personal experience. That is from the research and everything that I've pulled in from everybody else. Everything I've read or seen about it confirms this is happening all over the place.
In every country.
I think some of the other stuff too is the food being bland and completely overpriced, as I mentioned before, but it seems like almost every restaurant you go to or anything that you do where you're just trying to find a way to, if you understand what you're doing when you go to a restaurant, a lot of the time you're going there to enjoy time with somebody. Mm-hmm. Or going there to kind of take a break from having to prepare your own food, do something different. And restaurants, generally speaking, at least for me, in many cases, if you're going to some place where you're going to sit down, it's for the experience. It's for the experience of socializing with who you're with and enjoying that time together. With the prices having gone up and the quality having gone down, most of the time I found myself just being at a point where I just really don't want to repeat the experience. Mm-hmm. I just really don't.
I'm actually very curious. Leave in the comment section down below. Is anybody else getting really sick when they eat at all from any establishment? Like, if you go to any of your surrounding restaurants, I don't know. I feel like I literally get sick like every single time I eat. And I know I have a gluten allergy, and like that definitely like plays a big part of it. But I try to avoid it at all costs. But like, I'm telling you, like, there's something different with all of the food. Even the fruit and vegetables are weird. And the chicken, there's something wrong with the chicken that they're giving to us now. Like, it's not natural. It's huge. I've never seen a chicken with double D boobs, okay? Never in my life. There's something weird there. And so I'm just curious, is anybody else like having like severe stomach problems now? And, I know I took Accutane at one point in my life. And if anybody else has taken that, I'm sorry for you because it ruined my life. Seriously. That drug causes like lifelong IBS in some people, and it can like destroy your gut lining. And I'm pretty sure I'm one of those people, but I don't know. The food now, I'm just so sensitive, and it makes me so, so sick, and it hurts my stomach all the time. And I know I should go to the doctor. I should, but to be honest with you, I don't trust them either. It's a scary time to be alive. It really is.
Want to, and they don't seem concerned about any of that because they're like, well, what are you going to do about it anyway, right? I mean, you can leave a bad review, but really we don't have much of a chance about any of that when it comes to that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. One other thing that I would even mention along the lines of reviews, think about everything that you're watching, Netflix, Amazon, anything that you watch where you end up coming across a show, it's really terrible, not entertaining, loaded with a bunch of political messaging or whatever. You attempt to give it a bad review. You ever noticed it's really hard to find and read those reviews? I mean, they'll still put up the stars, but in many cases, you can't even find the review to read it and find out why in the world people dislike something because they don't want to allow anybody to upend what it is that they're selling. So if it's a not a well done film, it's hard to find people's reviews on it on the sites because they're doing everything they can to remove it. And not only are they doing that, I've spoken to a few people about this, that one of which actually did work with Prime Video at one point, and he actually told me flat out. He said, "Well, what they try to do is not only make it so it's hard to do, put up reviews that maybe are particularly not, positive about whatever film it was that you watched, especially depending on who made it and who's backing it. Not only is it that, it's they'll get inundated with fake reviews that make it seem like it was a lot better than it actually was. And how are you going to filter? How are you going to know that the review that you're reading about it actually is a genuine, honest review from somebody and not something that was programmed and set up and bought and paid for by the company to make it seem like it was a lot better than it actually was?"
This is happening in restaurants too, people. I knew a place where they would literally block their they would block people, like remove their reservation from Yelp or whatever, Open Table, so they couldn't leave a Yelp review about how bad their experience was. And that place is still in business. That's pretty crazy.
And that is actually another huge problem. So, I mean, it seems like when you're comparing everything that I'm saying here, we're in the middle of this grifting, scamming economy that is just pushing lies down our throat 24/7. Now, for those of us that are getting aware of this more and more and more and becoming, you know, it's just on our mind constantly, we begin to realize that. I think, especially for those of us as we age out of it, we begin to realize it's better to go home and have a home cooked meal. It's better to not be subscribed to a whole bunch of stuff and be as limited as you can with all these different things, because they just don't offer the value anymore. They don't offer anything that actually brings the value and something that's worthwhile to us, to even waste our time, to even waste our money. And every single time there is some sort of a trap set to keep you locked into it with all the subscription stuff, as I mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm just curious how many of you were noticing this going on out there, what you do about it. For me, I can say from my own personal perspective, I try to stay away from it. I try to watch movies that I'm generally more familiar with, or a series that I know I already like, and I try to limit anything with subscriptions. I try to limit a lot of this stuff, not even just for the sake of saving money, which is a great thing, but not even really for the sake of saving money, really because the enjoyment and the value just isn't there anymore.
Mm-mm.
And
With literally everything. For me personally, on everything, anytime I make a purchase online, I never click subscription. I never, ever, ever would subscribe to anything, not even a vitamin. I don't care how good that vitamin is. I don't care if it's helping me. Like if it keeps me alive, I'm not paying a subscription for a vitamin every single month. I just try to avoid it at all costs as well. To be honest, it's getting to where it's kind of unavoidable. Like, even to do YouTube, I wanted to start this channel. I had to get a StreamYard prescription. I'm sorry, not a prescription, subscription, a YouTube subscription, just so that I could make these videos. Canva as well. You have to pay for like everything nowadays. That's crazy. And you have to pay over and over and over again. It's not a one-time thing. That would be totally different. I wouldn't be sitting here making this video right now if that was how it was. It's become like these people are getting away with highway robbery, okay? With all these subscriptions.
As I said before, I'm curious, for those of you that are having this similar experience, what's your take on this and what are you doing about it? That's really all I have for today, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts. As I said before, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so I pop up in a lot of places, and we can keep this conversation going with everyone.
I'm going to end the video there, guys. As he said, hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Have a great day.